Okay, so let's hop over today's price action and today's trades. If you see in between here, you have a nice 9 p.m. range, a 1 a.m. turtle soup of the bigger picture. Then you also have a 6 a.m., which we did here, 6 a.m. turtle soup. And we also had a 9 a.m. turtle soup into a nice buy. So let's break everything down together, shall we? So we will grab... Oops. Why can't I? Okay. Makes sense. Let's grab ourselves this tool here. Mark these nice zones. Okay. And I will also show you how to enter, where to put your stop loss, and everything included, because a lot of you have asked. Oops. So let's hop straight into the M5, okay? So firstly, which we have here Asia session, okay? From 20 to 0, we have the 9 a.m. CRT, which occurred here, or like the 9 p.m. the 9 p.m. CRT. The candle is a range, open, low, high, close. We have the 1 a.m. purge, so we have a small consolidation, just a small one. Then we have another one here, where we grab the high, and then we push down lower. Sadly, I did not take this trade, okay? Personally, I did not enter here. I didn't even took a re-entry. What I did was, because I was asleep today for a little bit longer, for the 5 a.m., you wait for a nice, let's delete this. You wait for a nice 1 a.m. range, which is this here, okay? This gets turtle souped, and you could have bought here all the way up there, okay? Very, very nice. Or to the 50%, and then up here. What did not happen, because you got stopped out here once again, because this is 9 a.m. liquidity grab. But if, okay, stay with me, if you trade the 5 a.m. model, you want to wait for a 6 a.m. liquidity grab, and then you can enter. What does that mean? Let's just grab this tool, put it at 6 a.m. and then you can drop down lower in time frame, okay? Because market will most likely give you a small consolidation. Also after the 6 a.m. you have a small consolidation here, a nice inducement, liquidity grab, so a manipulation, and then a nice distribution higher. If you trade the 5 a.m. model, or like the 1 a.m. model, or whatever you want to call it, the 5 a.m. model, you wait for an additional liquidity grab at 6 a.m. of the 5 a.m. candle, which is in the 1 hour, looks something like this. Okay, you have this nice, where is it? Chart, okay. So you have this nice liquidity grab in here. If you look at the 1 hour, you have here at 6 a.m. this liquidity grab, and then a nice inducement. Okay, range gets liquidity grabbed or induced, then a push higher. This works every single time, mostly even every single day. Okay, so let's look at the chart. You can either use the 3-minute, which I prefer because it looks much cleaner and much nicer, or you simply go down to the 2-minute. In the 2-minute time frame or in the 3-minute time frame, we have a small consolidation, a liquidity grab, an additional stop hunt, And then you see a nice market structure shift in between here. Either way, you can enter immediately after this. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, like this. I entered in the M3 because I don't like the M2. Okay, you have the liquidity grab. Additionally, the nice shift. And then I wanted to see a nice pullback into this area here. And then my first trade got placed right here. Okay. We hit our 50% level, or like I entered immediately after the break. Sorry. Here. First entry, stop loss below this low. Take profit above the range high. Take profit one got smashed here immediately, or even here with spread. And then you either hold the trade, or after that you move your SL to break even, which I did. And then market came even lower. Okay, and now look carefully. We have a nice consolidation here with equal lows even here. Okay, this is our consolidation. And we initially grabbed the liquidity here once and twice. And we expand with a very, very clean inducement, which is simply the power of 3. Okay, so I personally re-entered on this order block with this fair value gap down here. So I entered here. Stop loss, again, below the swing low. Okay, the stop loss always goes below the swing low, or the swing high, which is formed in the M3 or M5. And then the next target is this nice high. I took this trade. I hold all the way up here. And after that, I closed. Why? Because we have a nice, let's see where it is. We have a nice supply up here with a fair value gap and some nice inverted fair value gaps. If you look at the 1 hour, you have a nice wick in here. Okay, you see, this is your rejection block. And as soon as this got hit, okay, let's mark it as a rejection block. As soon this got hit, I took partials, or I closed my trade simply. Okay, so you see, trade hits perfectly this level with this candle, induces it, and then runs lower. Okay, and that's simply it for the 5 a.m. trade. If you wait for a 9 a.m. trade, you can see here, you wait for an inducement of the 5 a.m. range, which is this here. And you can even hold longer if you want to, which would have been very nice, which I did not do. I did not enter here because I simply already had 2 nice trades here. And I also entered for a nice sell here. This sell was very advanced. Okay, now I want all of your focus right now. This shit here, okay, I marked it not perfectly, but this here got pip perfectly filled here with this wick. If you have spread it nicely, it got filled very nicely. After you took out this range, you see here, this is the 1 a.m. candle. Okay, so you still have this range overall. Okay, you came back here, and also the reaction from where we gave the push is Asia middle. Okay, that's a little bit too much knowledge right now, but still, this sell here was a little bit intermediate. I opened the position here, held the position all the way till this liquidity got grabbed, closed it. Okay, moved my stop loss above this swing high, which got liquidated afterwards, but I don't give a shit. And today I made nicely above 2% on a 100k funded account. And then afterwards you could have traded this nice 9 a.m. buy, which in correlation with Dixie, looks very clean. Okay, so you have a swing high, then you break this low. You could either enter, and also in EU you have this nice equal lows, which doesn't look particularly nice, but still after this break you can enter here for a buy. Since the risk reward would be shit because you enter here and you close here, I did not take this trade. But that's it for today. These three possibilities to take a nice trade. Okay. Also, what we right now did is we mitigated the weekly rejection block in between here to almost 50%. Okay. We mitigated this shit here to almost 50%. If you look at the daily, you see Monday is it's nicely Mondaying, or whatever you want to call it. It's ranging. Okay, it formed a big candle, a big range. You also have imbalance here. Okay, and a nice demand area. Either if you want to be bullish, you still need to mitigate internal liquidity to take out external liquidity. So for tomorrow, we can simply see a nice liquidity grab, push down lower. Thursday will form the low of the week, and next week maybe close off like this. Maybe next week will expand higher. Okay, this is simply my analysis of this week. And if you also look at Dixie, you see nicely this shit got here mitigated. Fair value gap, inverted fair value gap also on the weekly, and we can see we took previous week's low. We can induce this Monday range here with Tuesday from the low of the week. Okay, very simply, that's basically it. Today's trades were very simple, very nice, explained. Okay, and that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. Okay. For the 5 a.m. turtle soup, you always wait for an additional 6 a.m. liquidity grab. Don't forget that. Backtest this model. This is in the 1 hour, but only for the 5 a.m. model. For the 1 a.m. model, you can either trade 3 a.m. model, 3 to 4 a.m. model, which occurred perfectly here, or you simply trade the 4-hour CRT, and the 9 a.m. model is simply the 9 a.m. model. For the 9 a.m. model, you can also go to the 30-minute time frame. 9 a.m. will most likely, or 8:30 to 9:30 will most likely consolidate, as you see in between here or this here. 9 a.m. will most likely, or 9 to 9:30 will most likely induce some liquidity. Then afterwards is a nice expansion, since this is New York and the power gives us, like chart gives you the power because it's New York and it's a volatile market right now, gives you the power to expand in either direction. Okay, that's simply it. Hope you enjoyed, and see you on the next trade breakdown.